neck. Stand up, sit down and stand back up as you visualize Lord Vishnu in your inner space.
ग्रीवायां पादं संस्थाप्य स्थातव्यम् उत्थातव्यं त्रिविक्रमासनं भवति. एकेन पादेन स्थातव्यम् उत्थातव्यम्.
Next up is Samanaka Karana. Now stand with your heels together, toes pointing outwards, and your arms slightly extended away from the body. Keep your fingers pointing one by one. In this neutral position, relax from this intense sequence of asanas. As we get ready to enter the final 100 asanas of this sequence, starting off with Gorak Anjali Asana. Now stand erect and then bend forward as you bring your arms in between the thighs and calves. Interlock your fingers, and as you squat down all the way, bring your finger lock towards the navel. Visualize Sage Goraknath, the founder of the Nata Yoga Hindu Sampradaya. Breathe in Jivachala Kumbhaka, inhale all the way, hold your breath, and by the force of your will, freely move your prana within your system.
प्रथमहि उभो जे बाहुरी नीचो पुनिहोवे.
Next up is Kanchi Asana. Now insert your hands between the thighs and calves and wrap your hands around behind your butt. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you do so.
पूर्व मध्याधस्तो निवेश्य नितम्बं धृत्वा.
Next up is Bhairava Asana. Now sit down all the way and keep your heels close to the perineum. As you interlock your fingers behind, gaze to your navel and visualize Bhagavan Kala Bhairava, the Lord of Time.
दो बगगी थलिया की माहिली कोर मिला जी फना पानी कड़मो डवई से.
The next asana is Varahasana. Now keep the heels together, toes apart, and bring your hands behind your back. Join them in Anjali Mudra with the fingers pointing down towards the ground. Keep your spine straight, elbows close to your head. As you gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as Varaha, the boar avatar of Lord Vishnu.
कागदली की माहिली कोर मिलाई फना पानी कड़बई से.
Next up is Prapitasana. From a squatting posture, hold onto your big toes in Prana Mudra and raise your hips up to the same level as your knees as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
पार्षिद्वय सम्मील्य स्थित्वा नितम्बं जानु प्रदेशानीज.
Next up is Bakasana. Placing your hands flat on the mat in front of you. Bring your knees onto your arms towards your armpits. Lean forward and down, find balance. Lift your arms up off the mat and visualize yourself as a crow.
हस्ताभ्यामवनिमवष्टभ्य.
We move on to Sushtanga Kapali Asana. With your hands flat on the mat, your knees on your arms, lean forward, bring your head on the mat, and then raise your legs up as you cross them into Padmasana. Gaze to your nose, visualize Swamiji, perform the Mula Bandha in Sushtanga Kapali Asana.
आसन गोगुण कपाल आचोई.
Now come to a kneeling posture. With your heels outside the hips, the top of the feet flat, toes touching behind your body. Gaze to your nose and visualize you are sitting in the secret seat with Paramashiva and Guru as you perform the Mula Bandha in Guptasana.
जानुर्भोरन्तरे पादौ कृत्वा पादौ च गोपयेत्
The next asana is Vrikshasana 2. Now place your hands flat on the mat and then raise your legs up into a handstand. If you can't perform this posture, you can lean against the wall or ask a partner to assist you. As you visualize yourself as a tree with deep roots growing into the ground, purify all the 7 chakras in this posture.
सप्तचक्रक्षालनाय वृक्षासनविशेषकान्
Next up is Shiva Asana. In the handstand posture, gaze to your third eye and visualize Tejas energy is flowing to your third eye, rejuvenating your body and bringing divine radiance to your being.
दो पगजोड़ी माही गुल्भ मिलाए
Now place your hands flat on the ground and step your feet back into a plank position. Then lower your body down and push it back up again and again as you visualize yourself as a fish in Matsyasana 2.
निब्जं शयनं गुरुपरो पार्श्वभागायामूर्धकृत्य
Lower your body down to the mat. Keep your hands on your hips as you lift your chest from left to right again and again. Move and visualize your body like a snake in Sadashiva 2.
निब्जं शयनं कृत्वा हस्तौ नितम्बं संस्थाप्य
Next up is Niralambanasana. Bring your elbows on the ground in front of you and join your thumbs and little fingers in Padma Mudra as you rest your chin on your hands. Keep your toes pointed backwards and feel self-supported and completely independent as you calmly breathe through your nose in this asana.
कराभ्यां पङ्कजं कृत्वा तिष्ठेत् गुरुपरयासु धीः
Next up is Shat Darshana. As you place your hands flat on the ground in front of you, straighten your arms, bend your back, and bend your knees to bring the feet up. Tilt your head back and visualize yourself as an umbrella protecting your guru from the sun rays in Chaturasana.
अर्ध्यासनवस्थित्वा हस्ततलाभ्यां भूमिं धृत्वा
Now come to a kneeling posture with the feet flat and sit on the heels. Extend your arms out in front. Place your palms and your forehead down on the ground as you gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as Vajra, the weapon of Indra, symbolizing your indestructibility.
इदानीं गर्भिणीनां योगाभ्यासो यथा लघु सुखप्रसवलाभाय प्रोच्यते प्राक्तनेपथि
Next up is Meshasana. With your hands flat on the ground now, raise your hips up and enter into Gajasana. As you alternate striking the ground with your hands, visualize yourself as powerful as a ram.
गजासनसंस्थितो एकैकं बाहुं भूमौ ताडयेत्
The next asana is Ajjasana. From Gajasana, now raise your legs up into the air and slowly lower your forehead down towards the ground as you visualize yourself as unborn, existing for all eternity.
गजासनसंस्थितो पादद्वयमन्तराळे कृत्य
Next up is Dhanantarasana. Come to a kneeling posture and hold onto the big toes, pulling the feet in towards the perineum. Then place your hands onto your thighs. Gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you breathe in Ujjayi Pranayama. Make an ocean-like sound with your mouth.
पूरव विधि परिहाता की काकसी से फणा शरा मोड़ी
Next up is the Angamuttanam. In a kneeling posture, extend your arms out in front. And move your arms from left to right, up and down in all directions, giving massage to various different joints and muscles. Then interlock the fingers behind and repeat the movement behind you as well as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
हस्तयोः अङ्गुलीर्बद्ध्वा हस्तयोर्मध्याक्षरमङ्गं निष्कासयित्वा.
Next up is Garudasana form. Now sit with the toes pointing outwards on your heels. Visualize yourself as Lord Garuda, flying Lord Vishnu and Lakshmi on his back as you keep your hands on your knees and perform the Mula Bandha in Garudasana form.
जङ्घोरुभ्यां धरां पीड्य स्थिरकायो द्विजानुना.
Next up is Ananda Mandirasana. Now keep the soles of the feet flat. Sit on your heels with the knees open wide. Place your hands underneath your ankles. Hold onto your ankles as you bring the front of your buttocks on the ground. Gaze up towards your third eye and visualize yourself residing in the blissful space of a temple.
अथ वक्षे वीरनाथ आनन्दमन्दिरासनं यत्कृत्वा अमरो धीरो भवत्येवेह साधकः.
Next up is Mandukasana too. Now, cross your feet and sit on your heels as you keep your hands on the knees, your tongue up flat against the palate of your mouth in Manduki Mudra. Visualize yourself as a frog and perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
पृष्ठं सम्पीड्य गुल्फाभ्यां जान्भङ्गे सबलयाकृतिः.
Next up is Narasimhasana. Now tuck your toes and sit on the raised heels. Keep your knees spread and on the ground. As you join your thumbs on the ground, keep your fingers spread and stick your tongue out. Exhale forcefully again and again as you gaze through your nose. Visualize Narasimha, the lion man avatar of Lord Vishnu.
दोवु फणा पाणी होए वैसे एडी मेलर गुदानी वैसे समशरीरनी काटहरावे नासा अग्रदृष्टि को ल्यावे.
Next up is Vishlakasana. Maintain the same posture, but now cover your mouth with your hands. Bring your thumbs underneath the teeth and close your lips. Then inhale through the right nostril and exhale through your mouth as per your capacity. As you gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as Devi, victorious over all your fears.
दो बगांगी एडी जोजी घोड़ा फनो बान पुनि होजी.
The next asana is Makadasana. Now bring the top of your feet flat on the mat. Sit on your heels with the knees open wide. Bend your elbows to bring your fingers to your armpits and imitate as if you are a monkey stretching itself. As you visualize yourself as a playful monkey, gaze up towards your third eye in Makadasana.
दोवु पगदली संपुट आने तिनिकी पिष्टि भूमि परिठाने.
Next up is Vajrasangadasana. Now tuck your toes and sit on the raised heels. As you raise your knees off the ground, keep the soles of the feet together, knees open wide, and hold onto opposite elbows behind your back. As you gaze to your nose, embody diamond-like strength for you and your Sangha, your spiritual community.
प्रथम बना पाणी होए वैसे दोवु एडी गुदानी वैसे घोड़ा उभा राखे धीर आड़े वाय पसारे धीर.
We want to remind everyone to please keep your camera switched on. This is a safety measure, so please follow along with the guidelines. The next asana is Kanjanasana. Now sit with the feet crossed on top of your heels. Keep your knees on the ground, opened wide, and place your hands on the mat next to you. Keep your palms flat on the ground as you gaze to your nose and visualize perfect health beyond any and all physical or mental ailments. Perform Uddiyana Vanda and Mula Vanda.
खञ्जनासनमावक्ष्ये यत्कृत्वा सुस्थिरो भवेत् पृष्ठे पादद्वयं बद्ध्वा हस्तौ भूमौ प्रधारयेत्.
Next up is Kurmasana. From the same posture, now keep your hands on the knees and make your upper body and neck stiff like the shell of a turtle as you gaze to your nose and visualize a turtle with a stable body and mind to live for centuries.
गुल्भौ च वृषणस्याधो व्युत्क्रमेण समाहितौ ऋजुकाय शिरोग्रीवं कूर्मासनमितीरितम्.
Maintain the same posture but relax your upper body and neck. Gaze to your nose, visualize Swamiji, breathe in Ujjayi Pranayama in Yogasana.
गुदं नियम्य गुल्भाभ्यां व्युत्क्रमेण समाहितः योगासनं भवेदेतदिति योगविदो विदुः.
Next up is Vijyogasana. Now stand on your knees and cross your legs behind. Bring your feet to opposite knees as you hold on to your calves behind your back with the fingers inside and the thumbs outside. Gaze up towards your third eye and visualize a space of eternal oneness, Advaita, with your Guru in Vijyogasana.
गोड़ा वामो उबौ होई गोड़ा आड़ा राखे दोई दछी पाकड़ी पानी रहावे फणो वाम गोड़ा ढिल्यावे.
Next up is Ushtrasana 2. Now keep the top of the feet flat, stand on the knees and hold onto your ankles. As you lean back, push your hips forward and tilt your head back as you visualize yourself as a camel.
मेरुदण्डग्रन्थिदाढ्य संविपादैषु पुमान् कपोतोष्ट्रासनाभ्यासं कुर्यान्मितहिताशनः.
Next up is Jatyasana 2. With your heels together, hold onto the soles of the feet and lean back. Bring your elbows down, followed by the back of your head. Place them on the mat as you gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as a lotus blooming.
दो एडी संपुट करे 16 मूलद्वारि धरे.
Next up is Viratasana. As you sit on the knees with the thighs and calves together, hold onto your ankles and lean back, touch your back to the ground and sit back up again and again. Use the support of your hands if needed. As you gaze to your nose and visualize the healing and liberation of all causal subtle forms of your body in Viratasana.
जङ्घापृष्ठभूमो निधाय जङ्घोदरयोः ऊरुनि संस्थाप्य.
The next asana is Kapotasana. From Viratasana, raise your hips even higher. Bring your arms over top of your shoulders, the forearms on the ground behind you, and bring your head in between the feet as much as possible as you visualize yourself as a beautiful dove.
मेरुदण्डग्रन्थिदाढ्य संविपादैषु पुमान्.
Next up is Vadasana. As you stand upright on your knees with your toes tucked, hold your arms with opposite hands and gaze to your nose. This is the boon-fulfilling posture. Receive your boon from Paramashiva. Internally chant the Mahavakya. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham in Varasana.
जानुनी भूमौ संस्थाप्य हस्ताभ्यां बाहु परस्परं धृत्वा.
Next up is Varahasana too. With your toes tucked, sit down on the heels and place your forearms on the ground as you rest your head on your hands. Visualize yourself as Varaha, the boar avatar of Lord Vishnu.
सूर्यं चन्द्रं भेदनानि आसनानि निकथ्यते.
Next up is Mundasana. From a kneeling posture, place your forearms on the ground, elbows shoulder width apart. Bring your head on the ground, supported with your hands. Walk your feet forward to raise your hips and then lift your legs up straight into a headstand posture. Now you can lean against the wall for support if needed. As you gaze to your nose, breathe calmly through your nose in Sahaja Kumbhaka. Perform the Mula Bandha and visualize yourself as a lopped tree.
अधो मुण्डासनं वक्ष्ये सर्वेषां प्राणिनां सुखम्.
Gently lower your legs down, come to a kneeling posture and straight bring your head in between the knees. Hold your head with both hands, placing the elbows outside the knees. As you inhale through your nose in Sahaja Kumbhaka and exhale through your mouth in this asana. Gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Andhasana.
प्रथम भगतली समटरावे कोरमाहिली उभे मिलावे.
The next asana is Viparita Shalabhasana. Lay down on your stomach with your arms extended above your head. Hold on to weights if you want to intensify this asana. As you lift your legs, your arms, and your upper body up off the mat. Engage your lower back and glutes intensely as you visualize yourself as a locust.
शलभासन भेदाश्च नटभेरुण्ड नामके गण्डभेरुण्ड सहिते शीर्षदण्डासनं तथा.
The next asana is Kapalasana. Now place your forehead on the ground, your palms flat on the mat next to your hips. As you raise your legs up off the mat without lifting your upper body up, visualize a skull in your inner space, representing the mind with purified thoughts and the strong will to attain enlightenment in Kapalasana, the skull posture.
कपालं भूमौ निधाय ऊर्ध्वं पादौ नजेत् कपालासनं भवति.
The next asana is Akasha Kapotasana. As you lay on your stomach, keep your hands next to your hips and push your legs up. Bring your feet over top of your head and try to place them in front of your face. As you bend your back intensely, visualize yourself as a free and open dove.
उष्ट्रासने स्थित्वा चरणौ भूमेरुत्थाप्य मस्तकोपरि नीत्वा.
The next asana is Chatakasana. As you sit in a kneeling posture, place your forearms on the ground, bring your navel onto the knees, and be sturdy as you visualize yourself as a sparrow. Calmly breathe through your nose.
कूर्परपर्यन्तौ हस्तौ धरामोऽष्टभ्य जानुनी नाभौ संकुञ्च्य.
The next asana is Vrishikasana too. With your forearms on the ground, now raise your hips and bring your legs up over top of your body. Bend your knees to bring your feet to the back of your head. And try to balance in this posture as you visualize yourself as a scorpion.
विच्छेप पुच्छ प्रतिमां कृपार्ष्णे धृत्वा स्वशीर्षे चिबुकं विधार्य कौ.
The next asana is Vrishasana. Now place your perineum onto the right heel as you keep the left toes pointing outwards, keeping the left foot outside of the hip. Keep your hands on the ground in front of your knees and visualize yourself as a bull as you inhale forcefully through the nose. Hold your breath for a short while and then exhale again slowly through the nose in Antaranga Kumbhaka, in Vrishasana.
याम्यगुल्भे पादमूले वामभागे पदेतरम्.
Next up is Lolasana. Now push your arms into the mat, lift your knees up and balance above the mat as you cross the toes of the left foot over the right and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
लोलासनं सदा कुर्यात् वायुलोलापघातनात्.
Now place your perineum onto the left heel, keep the right foot outside the hip, toes pointing to the side in Vrishasana on the other side.
याम्यगुल्भे पादमूले वामभागे पदेतरम्.
The next asana is Balagunasana. Now tuck the toes of the left foot and sit on the left heel. As you keep the right foot flat on the ground, knee raised against your chest. Place your hands on the respective knees and visualize Balaguna High, one of the 84 siddhas in your inner space.
आसन को गुण जल विकार जागी.
Next up is Grahasana. Now stand up and squat down as you bring your arms in between the legs and hold your ankles from the outside. Squat down all the way and visualize yourself as the entire planet.
पादतले भूमौ संस्थाप्य चारुमध्ये कूर्परौ स्थाप्य.
Next up is Balagunasana on the other side. Now, tuck the toes of the right foot, sit on the right heel. Keep the left foot flat, hands on the knees. Visualize Balaguna.
आसन को गुण जल विकार जागी.
The next asana is Utkatasana. Hold weights if you want to intensify this asana. As you tuck the toes, sit on the raised heels with the knees together, hands on the knees. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and gaze outwards without focusing on anything externally, only focusing on the object within in Vaishnava Mudra.
युजास् पिजोश्रियत ऊर्वजान यत्रासने पादतलध्वजोपरि.
Next up is Vajrasangarasana 2. As you sit with the toes tucked, soles of the feet together, knees open wide, hold onto opposite elbows behind your back, and visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you gaze in Vaishnavi in Shambhavi Mudra with eyes opened wide, unblinking, gazing within.
प्रथम बणापाणी होए जैसे दोवो एड़ी गुदानी वैसे.
Next up is Anilasana. Now place your hands flat on the mat and step your heels onto the back of your hands. Keep your arms straight as you squat down all the way. Gaze to your nose and visualize you're able to live above air alone.
दो हाथ भूमि पर उठाने कहुनी जाड़ी नाभि लगाने.
Next up is Parukasana. Now lean forward and down. Place the back side of your hands on the mat and step your feet onto your hand, wrapping your hands around the feet like shoes and walking around on the mat, visualizing yourself wearing padukas and walking all over India.
हस्ततलयोः पादतले कृत्वा तिष्ठेत् गच्छेत् पादुकासनं भवति.
Next up is Kukkutoddanasana. Place your hands flat on the mat and then kick your legs up and let them fall back down again and again as you visualize yourself as a rooster.
हस्ततले भूमौ कृत्वा पादतले च ऊर्ध्वमुड्डानं कृत्वा.
Next up is Viparita Nrityasana. Now place your hands flat on the mat and kick your legs up into a handstand and move around on two hands dancing as you feel yourself become free of all inhibition.
हस्ततलाभ्यां भूमिं वष्टभ्य
Now separate your feet and place one hand down on the mat. Keep your arms straight and place the other hand on your face in Kunjarasana as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
अथ वक्षे महादेव कुञ्जरासनमुत्तमम्
Now place the other hand down on the ground. Repeat Kunjarasana on the other side.
अथ वक्षे महादेव कुञ्जरासनमुत्तमम्
Next up is Kadambasana. Now squat down and hold your ankles as you raise your feet up off the ground, visualizing yourself as a Kadamba tree, a pious tree that promotes a long life.
पार्श्वेभ्यां भूमिं वष्टभ्य हस्तद्वयेन गुल्फौ धृत्वा
Next up is Pavana Muktasana. Place your feet flat and hold onto opposite knees as you pull your knees against your chest and visualize any excess vata being released from or balanced within your system.
द्वयोस्तु पादयोः पाणिं लात्वा स्वस्वनितम्बके
Next up is Chakorasana. Now bring the left foot behind your neck and keep the right foot extended forward as you place your hands on the ground next to you and lift your entire body up off the mat as you gaze up to your third eye and visualize yourself as a powerful source of energy, breathing calmly through your nose in Sahajra Kumbhaka.
पूर्वदानं चतुष्पादपीठं वज्रासनं तथा
Now keep one leg extended forward and the other one bent. Hold the big toes in Prana Mudra and pull the foot towards your ear as you visualize yourself as a bow.
पादाङ्गुष्ठौ तु पाणिभ्यां गृहीत्वा श्रवणावधि
Next up is Ashtavakrasana. Now bring the left foot over top of the left shoulder and hook the right foot over the left. Now extend the legs out to the side, lean forward and balance on your arms as you visualize yourself as a flying crane.
वासिष्ठमथ कौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमथोत्थानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्
Next up is Pranasana. Now keep the left foot flat and bring the right foot on top of the left thigh. Bring the left shoulder underneath the left knee. Place your hands flat. Push the right knee down to the ground and gaze up towards your third eye as you visualize yourself as being immortal and able to exist solely on prana.
एतत् प्रभेदं वक्ष्यामि करोति यः स चामरः
Next up is Padmatsindasana. Now place the right foot at the left hip and step the left foot over top of the right knee. Bring the right elbow outside of the raised knee. Bring the arm below and interlock your fingers behind your back as you gaze up towards your third eye and visualize Sage Matsindana, the master of Hatha Yoga.
पार्श्वाभ्यां धृत्यते यास्तु पार्श्वमत्स्येन्द्रमुत्तमम्
Now repeat Chakorasana on the other side. Bring the right leg behind your neck and keep the other leg extended as you lift your entire body up off the mat. Gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as a powerful source of energy.
पूर्वधानं चतुष्पादपीठं वज्रासनं तथा
The next asana is Dhanurasana 2. Now hold on to the big toes, pull the other foot towards your ear as you visualize yourself as a bow.
पादाङ्गुष्ठौ तु पाणिभ्यां गृहीत्वा श्रवणावधि.
Now repeat Ashtavakrasana on the other side. Bring the other leg over top of the shoulder, hook the opposite foot over top and extend the legs out to the side as you lean forward, find balance, and lift your body off the ground. Visualize yourself as a flying crane.
वासिष्ठमतकौण्डिन्यमूर्धकुक्कुटमेव च.
Now repeat Pranasana on the other side. Bring the left foot on the right thigh, right foot flat, knee raised, right shoulder beneath the raised knee. Bring the right hand on the ground and the left hand pressing the left knee down as you gaze up towards your third eye and visualize yourself as being immortal, able to exist solely on prana, in pranasana.
एतत् प्रभेदं वक्ष्यामि करोति यस्य चामरः.
Now repeat Parshvamatsindasana. Bring the left heel to the right hip, the right knee over top of the left. Twist the left elbow outside of the right knee. Bring the arm below and interlock your fingers behind your back as you gaze up towards your third eye and visualize Sage Matsyendana, the master of Hatha Yoga, in Parshvamatsindasana on the other side.
पार्श्वाभ्यां धृत्यते जास्तु पार्श्वमत्स्येन्द्रमुत्तमम्.
Next up is Ardha Paschimottanasana. Now press one heel against the perineum and keep the opposite leg extended forward as you lean forward and down. Hold on to the front foot with both hands. Breathe in Jiva Chala Kumbhaka. Inhale and hold your breath, moving the prana freely within your system as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
एकं पादं प्रसार्य एकं पादस्य पार्श्वनासीवनी सम्पीड्य.
Next up is Kraunchasana. Now bring the left foot outside of the hip, the top of the foot flat on the mat. As you hold on to the right foot and extend it upwards in front of your face, visualize yourself as a crane, Krauncha, in Kraunchasana.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
Now repeat Ardha Paschimottanasana on the other side. Press the other heel against the perineum, lean forward and down, holding on to the front foot as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
एकं पादं प्रसार्य एकं पादस्य पार्श्वनासीवनी सम्पीड्य.
Now repeat Kraunchasana on the other side. Bring the right foot outside the hip, top of the foot flat. Hold on to the left foot and extend it up in front of your face as you visualize yourself as a crane.
वासिष्ठमथकौण्डिन्यमूर्धकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमथोत्थानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्.
Next up is Swastikasana. Now keep your feet in between the thighs and calves. And keep your hands on the knees as you gaze to your nose and embody peace, well-being, good fortune, and prosperity as you visualize a swastika.
जानुर्वोरन्तरे सम्यक् कृत्वा पादतले उभे.
Now cover your heels with your hands as you gaze to your nose and tuck your chin to the chest. Visualize the great sage Goraknath, founder of the Natha Yoga Hindu Sampradaya, in Gorakshasana.
जानुर्वोरन्तरे पादौ उत्तानो व्यक्तसंस्थितौ.
Next up is Bhagasana 2. Press the left heel against the perineum and place the right foot on top of the left thigh. Gaze up towards your third eye. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and meditate on Arihanta, the enlightened one, the Lord, as you get ready to enter Shanmukhi Mudra. Inhale all the way and close your mouth with little and ring fingers, the nostrils with the middle fingers, the eyes with the index fingers, and your ears with your thumbs.
वामपार्श्वमुग्धं संस्थाप्य दक्षाङ्घ्रिवामजगने.
Now place your feet onto opposite knees and place your hands on the ground next to your body with your palms facing up. Gaze to the tip of your nose. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. As you breathe in Kakachantra Kumbhaka, inhaling through the rolled up tongue, sticking the tongue out and making your mouth in the shape of the beak of a crow.
Uttano charano krutva samstapyo parijanunoh.
Now from Yogasana 2, rotate your hands on the side. Place your palms on the ground and push them into the mat. Lift your entire body off the ground. Keeping your legs in Padmasana as you visualize yourself as a rooster in Urdhva Kukutasana.
Vasishtamata kaundinyam urdhakukutameva cha.
Next up is Hidhaharatali Asana. Now place your hands in between the legs and place your palms flat on the ground without lifting your body up. Stay seated on the mat. Gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
Pratama Padmasana ko kare, hastado wo godasan didare.
Now push your hands into the mat and lift your body up. Gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as an elegant swan, breathing in Kakachantra Kumbhaka in Hamsasana.
Kukkutasana sthitva skandaparyantam muruni nitva.
Next up is Karmukasana. Now push your hands in between the legs. Bring them behind your body. As you lean forward and down, placing your forehead on the ground, interlock your fingers in Parasha Mudra behind you. As you visualize yourself as Lord Shiva's bow in Karmukasana.
Pratama Padmasana ko kare, godasan dhimahi karidhare.
Next up is Kurmasana 2. As you sit in Padmasana, bring your legs, your hands in between the legs and then bend your elbows to reach up for your shoulders. As you catch a grip of your shoulders, visualize yourself as a turtle with a stable body and mind to live for hundreds of years in Kurmasana 2. Sitting in Shiva's secret knot posture, Granthi Bhedasana.
अथवक्षे नीलकण्ठ ग्रन्थिभेदासनं शुभम्.
Now roll onto your back, hold onto your shoulders and gaze to your nose. Embody a turtle laying on its back in Uttana Kurmasana.
Kukkutasana.
Hold its wrist with the other hand, lifting your entire body off the ground, balancing on one arm. As you visualize yourself as a rooster in Pangu Kukkutasana.
Kukkutasana sthitva ekena hastena anyasya madibandham dhritva.
Place the other hand flat on the mat. Repeat Pangu Kukkutasana on the other side.
Kukkutasana sthitva ekena hastena anyasya madibandham dhritva.
Sit in Padmasana and place your elbows on the toes as you interlock your fingers.
Vyakta samsthito.
Next up is Padmasana 3. Place one hand on top of the other with the palms facing up. Keep your hands in the lap as you sit in Padmasana. Gaze to your nose and engage all three bandhas. Mahamudra Bandha. As you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
Etat Padmasanam kuryat pranavayu prasiddhaye.
Keeping one hand on the respective knee, hold on to the other big toe in Prana Mudra and move the big toe round and round.
Pakshe yogapuraka rakshanat.
Now, sit in Padmasana and cross your
Shitya udare purayet sukham.
From Karmakasana 3, raise your chest, gaze up and
Yukmam prayatnataha.
next up is Nagrasana. From Karmakasana 3, roll onto your back. Keep your arms crossed behind your legs and
Pratama Padmasana kothane, dovo hath pachane ane. Vitrasane sthitva hastapadan nishkushya.
now place your feet flat and interlock your fingers behind your neck. As you gaze to your nose and calmly breathe through your nose, visualizing Swamiji in Urdhva Pavanasana.
प्रथमे सूधो सैन करावे घोड़ा उभा राशि मिलावे.
Now bring your hands underneath the heels with the palms facing upwards and push your hips up off the mat as you visualize yourself as a powerful alpha ape in Marakata Pitasana, locking your throat and exhaling in Murcha Kumbhaka.
उत्तान शयनं पादतले उत्तान हस्तयोः स्थापयेत्.
Now keep your hands at the lower back and raise your hips up high. Then straighten your legs, point the toes in Uttana Shikipitakasana. Your body weight should be on your elbows as you gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
जङ्घोरुबलहीनश्चेत् उत्तानशिखिपीठकम्.
Now raise your legs up high. Point the toes up towards the sky as you keep your arms flat on the mat and visualize yourself blissfully traversing Narakaloka unscathed in Narakasana.
ग्रीवाकण्ठेन भूमिं विष्टम्भ पादाग्रद्वयम् ऊर्ध्वमुत्त्रयेत्.
Now bring your hands to the lower back. Support your back as you straighten your legs and lower and angle them downwards, engaging your core intensely as you visualize yourself as a boat crossing the ocean of samsara in Tirya Naukasana.
नौकावत् स्थित्वात् ऊर्ध्वं पादाग्रद्वयं नयेत्.
Now come back up. Place your hands on the mat. Be sturdy like a flagpole as you visualize yourself as the Kailasa flag, respected across all nations in Dvajasana.
तिर्यन्नौकावते ग्रीवा पृष्ठकोर्परैः भूमिं वष्टभ्य.
Now lower your body down to the mat. Keep your hands at the side of your hips, palms facing upwards. Intensely engage the perineal floor. Pull the Kundalini Shakti up along your spine, all the way from Muladhara to Sahasrara Chakra in Shakti Chala Mudra. Relax. Unclutch from your body, from all the most minute movements of your body and mind. As you visualize that your body is dead and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, is liberating you in Mritasana as you internally chant Om Nidyananda Paramashivoham.
उत्तानं शववद्भूमौ शयनं तु शवासनं. शवासनं श्रमहरं चित्तविश्रान्तिकारणम्.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Sadashiva. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Now, slowly, return to your physical body. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles, your elbows and your knees. Pull your knees up against your chest and circle them with your hands and rock your body from side to side as you slowly return to a comfortable seated position. Congratulations, you completed the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama 308 asana sequence as revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. With this, we are going to conclude the yoga segment for today, and we are going to move on to the power manifestation session. So stay tuned, and after this intense Kundalini awakening, let us manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Let us conclude this session. So sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Join your hands in Padmanjali Mudra in front of your heart center. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as we chant the Purna Mantra.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam.
Thank you.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Sadashiva. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham.
नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गहनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्याधिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nityanam, I welcome each one of you for all the Paramashivoham Level 3 participants for this exciting power manifestation session right after the Nityananda Yoga which we are having today. We are entering with the day 2, season 5 of this Paramashivoham Level 3, blessed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Now let's get ready as we are going to enter the power manifestation the next 21 minutes, manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. Now let's all bring our space in the space of blissful awareness, the space of oneness with Swamiji. Remembering him in our third eye. Today we're going to manifest the power of third eye. So please bring your eye bands, pen and paper, and please be seated. In today's round 1 of the power manifestation, we're going to see shapes blindfolded. So this will be today's round 1 of the power manifestation. In yesterday's power manifestation, we were seeing colors. Today, we are moving on to the shapes, seeing how we are able to manifest Paramashiva through Paramashiva's blessings, and how we are actually going to see any random shape I've been choosing and projecting to all of you for this round 1 of the power manifestation. Like how as it is, we have to just sit straight, close our eyes, remember Swamiji, chant Mahavakya along. And then, whatever Swamiji is revealing, you're going to just start penning it down, tapping it out, and manifesting these powers. Before entering the power manifestation, now let's all sit and listen to the Shastra Pramana, where Bhagavan Paramashivam himself tells about this very power manifestation, how this power manifestation has become a science within all of us. And Swamiji, who is Paramashivam himself, who has come down, blessing all of us, initiating all of us, giving this science of power manifestation completely free of cost. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishthanmilitalochanaha kramena manasodhadyat lakshayet lakshamuttamam. Yes. So the translation goes for this verse is by fixing the mind on inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession. By the stability of the mind and inner space, through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, the Laksham, by having vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source, Paramashiva, for all of us, Swamiji himself. Now let's all sit straight, please put on your eye bands, please keep your eyes closed. Remember Swamiji, on your third eye, any form of Swamiji. Just take a few moments for that. And now intensely start chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nityananda.
Yes. So now, requesting all the participants to please relax and take off your ribbons. Please open your eyes. As the round 1 of the power manifestation has been completed, please open your eyes. Now the next step, we are going to go on to the next step. Just make sure that whatever you're able to see through your third eye, even though you're not able to see anything, that's not a problem at all. Or some of the participants are able to see just darkness or colors, only just colors. Pen everything down. In today's round 1 of the power manifestation, I chose shapes for all of you. But if Swamiji is revealing, Paramashiva is revealing for each one of us in a completely unique way, please pen down, write everything down. Please type on your answers as well in the Zoom chat. What was exactly revealed to you for this round 1 of the power manifestation? So now let's take a few moments now to please type on your answers in the Zoom chat and all the social media platforms in which you are watching this Paramashivoham Level 3 power manifestation session. Please type on your answers, and in a few moments I'll be projecting the image to all of you after verifying what we have manifested in this round 1 of the power manifestation.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
So now, let's all go to the next step. Let's actually see what is the image chosen for all of us for this round 1 of the power manifestation. I'll be projecting the image to all of you. As all of you can see, this is the image chosen for all of you for this round 1 of the power manifestation, as it is completely a heart shape of a picture. You can see many hearts are there, and it is in pink in color as well. In this round 1 of the power manifestation, there is light pink, dark pink as well. So if you at least got the color correct or the shapes or anything which our Paramashiva has shown to you for this round 1 of the power manifestation, you can go ahead and share your experience as well on the Zoom chat and on the social media. Now let's move on to the round 2 of the power manifestation. We'll be having 2 different rounds. For those of you who felt, I'm just close to it, I'm just actually going to manifest, but I'm not able to manifest because of some other reasons, not a problem. But for those of you who feel, I want to manifest it more, we have one more round as well for this round 2 of the power manifestation. Now let's all keep our eyes closed. Please put on your eye bands again. Keep your eyes closed. Only thing you need to do is you are not doing anything at all in this round 1 of the power manifestation. You are not doing anything at all. You are just sitting. You are just a channel for Swamiji to flow through you. You are Paramashiva, and everything in and around you is Paramashiva. Just let that happen. Let that powerful cognition be inside you. So please keep your eyes closed. Please blindfold yourself. Now intensely remember Swamiji in your third eye, any form of Swamiji. And then Shanta Mahavakya along. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Yes. As of now, round 2 of the power manifestation has been completed. Please relax and requesting all the participants to please take off your eye bands. Please open your eyes. Please take off your eye bands. Yes. Now let's move on to the next step of actually again writing down, typing out all our answers, writing out in detail whatever Swamiji has shown. Even though you're able to see 4, 5, 6 many different things, be very clear. Swamiji very beautifully tells that Paramashiva is in detail. When you write everything in detail, Paramashiva is flowing through you. Make sure you write everything in detail because Paramashiva is in detail. Anything, any color, shapes, numbers, words, or just even a darkness, or even though nothing, or you want to actually go ahead and ask something out to the Acharya, like that, this is what I'm feeling, whether it's right or wrong, whether I'm going the right direction or not. Please write everything down. In a few moments, I'll be projecting the image to all of you. Yes. Now let's move on to see what is the image chosen for all of us. As all of you can see, this is the image chosen. It's complete green background, which is that it's like a kind of a circle. I can tell it's a circle shape itself. So it's complete green background and circle shape. So if you're able to see any kind of a shape, color, or anything, please go ahead and share it as well. Telling yes, this is what I manifested in this round 2 of the power manifestation. So yes, as we're coming to the conclusion of the complete 21 minutes manifesting the powers of Paramashiva, now let's all take a few moments of our time before we move on to the next session to go ahead under our social media, to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, share your experience of what you are manifesting in today's Paramashivoham Power Manifestation, the first session as well. So we have a long day to go today as we're going to receive Swamiji in the form of Bhagavan Sadashiva Murthy. Receiving him in our inner space as we prepare ourselves with many different powerful condition sessions and receiving him in our inner space. Now stay tuned as we're going to move on to the next session in a few moments. Thank you. Nityananda.
Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham